Unlawful debt. Gambling activities? Yes. Somebody's been doing some unlawful gambling. I thought for sure there were those that were making bets on whether or not you were going to enforce the laws. That would be considered conspiracy. United States versus Barden. Controlled substance predicate. Oh, oh. Conspiracy to commit offense involving bankruptcy fraud or securities fraud is a RICO predicate act. Yes. Now, these little kids that are made from my genetics, yes. Keeping them at any location where I'm not parenting them, yeah, is kidnapping, poop, child abuse, ooch, neglect, and racketeering. Yes. Now, when I said that I wanted all of them, if there's any child other than my five biological sons that has been made from my genetics, yes, they all need to be living with me. And since I'm very serious about parenting, yes, you'll have to remove your fraud or your forgery and your fraud. Yeah. Now, I think it's important that we understand predicate. Yes. P-R-E. Oh, perjury. Look at that. Falsehood. Mendacity. Oh, perjury by the common law seemeth to be the willful false oath by one who being lawfully required to depose the truth. Judicial proceeding. Oh, now let's see here. False swearing, false oath, falsehood. Yes, the act or an instance of a person deliberately making false, material false, or misleading statements while under oath. Why don't I ask my wife? When we were married, do you have any knowledge of giving my actual genetics to any person so that they could use it to make little boys and girls without my knowledge? Now, under oath, ouch, it would be Heidi. Do you have any knowledge, yes, of using my genetics right now? Well, then I want all of them. I want Giuseppe. I want Dollar. Yes. And I want every little boy and girl that's been made from my genetics. And your abuse of them, as your communication system, yeah, I'm going to want to sue you for racketeering. Now, it would be a lot easier if you just gave them to me. Um, Perjured, one who has perjured himself or herself, guilty of perjury, a perjured witness. Let's see. Did my wife lie while on trial? Um, well, uh, when you use a forgery, obviously it's perjury. Yes. It wasn't the ex-officio superior court clerk. When you use lookalikes, Brent Basden, it's obvious perjury. Yes. Because the thing that looks like you is not you. Yes. And this idea that you're going to cover up my right to father those that were made from my genetics, yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm going to actually have you put in prison. True. Now, did you want to fight about it? um, I don't think you should. Now, your muscle is involved in racketeering. Ooch. And for all the big sheriffs there, ooch. Well, you're involved in racketeering. This is not the way that we're going to live our lives. Predicate. Presumption. Press. Premium. Preferred. Preferential. Yeah. Predicate. Predicate act. Yes. See predicate offenses under offense. Ouch. Under RICO, one of two or more related acts of racketeering necessary to establish a pattern. See Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, an act that must be completed before legal consequences can attach either to it or to another act or before further action can be taken. A predicate act itself may be criminalized if it is followed by or performed in tandem with another prohibited act. In statutes, words such as if often perceive a description of a predicate act. Now, this is really something because The Doctrine and Authorization Act is authorizes a necessary predicate act. Yes. Predicate felony offender. See offender. Predicate offense, lesser offense under the offense, predicated tied. Prediction. You know, I want every little boy and girl that you're covering up the genetics of. Yes. And I want them all having custody decrees that I'm their father. Yes. And then this idea of me not having any money. Yes. You